And welcome to another edition of Down to the Wire. Today we are joined by Dave Kelly. Welcome.
Thank you.
So this is being done on Sunday. It's a very snowy Sunday. It's not a very nice day at all. Dave just happens to have 7 of his own in the first 7 races and 2 catch drives to cap off the card. What are you thinking right now?
It's going to be pretty much madness, I think, from about 12:45 on.
And as we all know, working this time of year and in the industries going that direction, it's tough to find help. So I'm sure you were scrambling to get people to paddock for you, bath for you, whatever.
Yeah, we had one person kind of back out last minute, so it's been a bit of a scramble trying to, especially 7 horses, and we're in races 1 to 7, so there's no break.
I wonder who would have done that to you.
I wonder.
We interviewed Randy Smith of the RU stable a couple weeks ago, and their horse won yesterday, Meadowlands Derby. I wondered if maybe you'd be a little hungover today.
No, we behaved ourselves last night. I had to go back to work. I had a couple to shoe there to get ready for the snowy day today, so.
And I was going to ask you about that in a few minutes. But so this morning we wake up, there's probably 3 inches of fresh snow here. Don Monkman, the track man's been out blading and doing the best he can. What do you have to do in an instance like this where it changes day to day this time of year?
Biggest thing is just making sure the horses have got some grab on there and making sure that they can get, traction on the track out there. You don't want them spinning their wheels and slipping, and that's where you end up with tendons and ligaments getting injured. So make sure they're sharp shod, every 2-3 weeks, and stay on top of that. And that's basically the most of what you're looking at.
Right. And then also equipment-wise, now how do you make that out today? I guess each horse basically has a different harness, has their own harness, and then it's just run.
Yeah, it's I've got the schedule written out there and warm 4 up before the first, and we've got someone warming up after the first and second for us, and after that it's just make sure the harness is set out in front of the stalls, and hopefully the grooms make sure everything's on when we're going.
Well, it shouldn't make tomorrow an easy day for you. You shouldn't have to take those horses out to jog tomorrow, which would give you a chance to really beat Don McDougall at some racquetball.
It's always good chirping Donnie.
On another note, so you're a 3rd generation, you're a Maritimer. Again, give me a little bit of a brief history and probably end it by saying, I'm wondering how come you ended up in Alberta?
I started both my grandfathers raced back in Nova Scotia, and same with my dad, a couple uncles. My brother actually moved. He's in Ontario now driving. And I came out here, it was for Alberta Oil at first, and then kind of when that got slow, it just transitioned into this, and things went well, so we stuck with it.
And your stable's grown, you're up and coming, you're 29 or something like that, I believe, so you could be the next generation here in Alberta. Any aspirations to take that further and go somewhere, or is that a little too early for now?
It's a thought. We've got a couple really nice yearlings going there right now that are Alberta bred, so we'll probably see how they pan out and kind of make a decision from there.
And I think we've talked a little bit, RU Stable's quite interested in this game. They may be able to also help you, and they're probably going to want their horses racing here as well. So that's you've got a lot of stuff on your plate right now, stuff to think about, but win races, and that'll help you make some thoughts.
Exactly. Yeah, they're a great group. They're enthusiastic and love the sport, so it's fun to have them around. All my owners are a good group. They always stop down the barn after the races and everything else, and it's just an entertaining group that we have there.
Well, and hopefully win, lose, or draw, that there's not a lot of pressure on you. Again, I think the horsemen themselves put as much pressure on themselves because you're thinking, well, if I don't do any good, these horses may move. But I think you've got some level-headed owners there that know it's a tough business. They're not in it to pay their bills, or their personal bills at least. They want to have some fun.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I'm probably harder on myself than any of them are, and you try to. I'm a competitive person, so every race we go out there, we're trying to win. You win some, you lose some. Hopefully you're just winning your share.
So now we're coming up to a break. Are you going to take your break yourself personally and the horses in the 3rd week of January, or what's your plans?
Yeah, I'll probably, the race horses, they'll get a break. They'll get 3 or 4 weeks off and kind of get turned out and get a little time for themselves just to go be a horse. And then, I'd like to get a week and try to get home for a week, or who knows, maybe try to go somewhere hot for a week, get out of the cold.
And on another note, I know you're always hunting around looking for horses, and it's tough. It's so tough. Everybody's short of horses. I personally think a lot of it for our Alberta horses have probably left to be Amish horses that they use a lot. The American dollar's hurting us right now. Obviously, the breeding numbers. I know you have agents, you have people scouting around for you. How do you try and do that?
I'm avid on the for sale boards and stuff like that. Every day I check, and anything that comes up, look into it. You know, I've got some people that I can call and kind of find out about the horse and what it's like, and you know, get a little background information on it. And my biggest thing is try to look for some breeding. You know, if we're gonna bring one in from Ontario or the States, try to find some breeding there that the horse can kind of fall back on. And if they've got some earning potential, you know, they're usually worth taking a chance on, and bring them out here. And we brought that Anywhere Anytime out here, and he's been great for us all year. So he's got, like I say, the breeding there. He's half brother to Thinking Out Loud, so you know, that helps.
Would you consider a Meadowlands sale, or I think there's another Ohio sale again in February, I believe. Any thoughts about trying that?
I think, I don't know, well, we're going to kind of see what the schedule looks like and, well, what the list of entries looks like for the Meadowlands and Ohio sale, but we're looking to try to go down. I've got a couple partners there that want to go down and try to get a couple 3-year-olds to bring back for the Ralph Klein or the Philly Pace kind of thing.
And of course, everyone in North America has the same thought, so that's what makes it the toughest. What's a day off for you other than maybe racquetball right now? But I know you like to golf. You don't get enough of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, with this many horses, a day off, try to stay quiet and actually have a down day for once. And for the most part, it's just relax and unwind after the weekend of racing.
Right. Well, there we have it. We've got Dave Kelly here, an up-and-coming star, I believe, in this province. Hopefully we can keep him in this province for a while. Certainly as a race secretary's best friend, like he's got 7 in today. Puts them where he wants to put them, and then we'll move them if we need some help. So on behalf of Century Downs, for that reason, I'd appreciate it, and also wish you all the best, and hope you can find some more horses for all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jackson.
Alrighty, until next week, we'll find another victim, if we want to call it that, for Down to the Wire. Have a good week.